Check, 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 check. Hello.
Hey
Am I loud
guys.
enough?
Yeah, I think you're loud enough. Welcome to episode 6 of Quartz Mindset. Today I'm here with Daniel Lewis, who is a singer in a band. Well, two bands. That's kind of crazy. Uh, yeah. So I saw that you made a music video recently, or you had a music video, and I thought it was kind of interesting with the colors. How did that kind of happen?
Um. By the way, hello everybody. I'm Daniel Lewis. It's a pleasure to be a part of your podcast. Before I
Thank you.
answer
Yeah.
your question, um, yeah, it's really awesome, Cortland. Um, when um, when did we meet? Like, was it at the Knitting Factory in New York City?
It was. I have the ticket in my wallet.
That's pretty sentimental. Nice. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I save all my concert and movie tickets.
That's cool. I like that. I used to save all my when I used to work at a retro game store. My friend and I would he gave me the idea is like I save every single receipt as a transaction just to see how many games that I'm collecting. I'm like that's kind of interesting, but I stopped doing that because I ended up getting a lot of receipts.
Yeah, or a really full wallet, or
Yeah,
wherever it keeps it.
I mean you should put in like a tin or something. Just like here's all my you could see you can remember be like oh yeah I went to that. You know that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I don't know exactly what video you might be talking about aside from the last video that I released personally was Love Yourself 2 by Internet Tears, and I filmed that on VHS tape.
I,
Um, is that the one you're talking about? You're talking about Radiate's video,
I'm thinking
which
something about
was
secrets. Is it
Secrets.
secrets? Yeah.
Okay, so when you meant color, you didn't mean like the lighting. You meant like the
Like,
actual like composition color of what it was.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
um, so that's an interesting question because it's actually if you don't see the music video, I've never seen it. The way I explain it's kind of like a Charlie Brown house. Like it's kind of cartoony a little bit. Like that's what I had in my mind. And actually, it's a collaboration between me and my guitar player. So Vladimir, who's the lead guitar player and also like the writer, like co-writing with me. He does a lot of the instrumental, but this is the first song that I brought to the band. Like I think I mentioned to you, and it kind of paints a different uh, vibe and picture for our band. You know, so I think that for Secrets, which is more of like a poppier, more upbeat kind of thing. Um, that song is a bit different from what uh, Radiate is, and my band is more like progressive rock. Um, that's the best way to put it. It's like it used to be with a little more like heavier metal influence, but now it's going towards a lighter side. Secrets is not a good representation of the record. It's just like a one-off song, but it's a
Yeah.
pop. It's a pop punk song. It's a cool song. I mean, it's a fun song.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was cool.
thank you. But the colors and everything for that, yeah, it's just something that I had in mind for this project. So we were looking at locations, and there's one location where that's a set. It's a giant room with three walls, each different color. So it's not different rooms; it's different sets. It's like imagine three squares along a giant room, right? And on one side of the wall is just like three different colored squares, and there had like each row had a different set on it. So yeah, it was that's pretty cool to create like those kind of colors and that kind of setting within one room. You know, I think that was pretty impressive. We did that in New Jersey, and I think at the time it was like one was a pink room, one was like a navy green room, and then one was a purple room. Or yeah, I think it was a purple room. And yeah, just being really mindful of the colors. I remember that like my drummer Will, his drum set's red. And I was like, did anybody think of this? I was
Yeah.
like, did anybody think of the like red color before we like started mixing colors? Because you have to like actually think of everything you're doing or like what you're wearing and how that's gonna be in composition with colors that are on the set. But yeah, it's just like a super colorful Charlie House,
Charlie Brown
Charlie Brown
House.
house, yeah, kind of idea. Um, and it's just something where that look is kind of like I'm like really influenced by the 1975 and Neon Trees and a lot of their music videos and their aesthetic is like kind of that like nostalgic or either like 80s esque or just kind of like straight up art, you know, in
Yeah.
a way that like I really vibe with. It's not just something that could be cliche, you know, it's or like, oh, I've seen that, or it's like whatever, you know, it's like something that they like add a little more to it that like you have to think about to actually create, like and do and be like, huh, you know. And I feel like that kind of idea that with the colors and everything like that for that video like you're mentioning is um especially like influence not directly because this is just like we happen to just find this set, you know, but it's very um influenced by those kind of bands that are like Neon Trees in
Yeah.
1975 that kind of like build a set and it just has this like indie like weirdness to it. You
Yeah.
know,
It
I have
seems
blue hair
like,
because I wanted it, but
yeah, it kind of reminds me of the girls music video where it's like they're in that room for like the 1975 where it's like they're in that room and it's just them like performing and then it's like cutting into like different things.
what's the girls?
The song Girls by 1975.
Oh, I think you said the girls. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting. I mean, I've seen a few music videos like that. I always feel like it's kind of cool when it just has less because then there's more to it to like when you listen to it.
Yeah. Actually, like I had my own version of Secret's music video, just didn't get approved.
Uh
Yeah. But it would have been a totally different music video, and I think it would have been. Uh, it's kind of like, I mean, as you know, it's kind of like it's a cute music video. It's with a guy and a girl in it, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, my version's just like a little bit different, and
is it
I
darker?
could a little bit,
Oh
but
man.
I'm trying to remember. It's like I wanted the girl to like kind of look like a typical like chick that like shopped at Hot Topic, or maybe she's old enough now she could work at Hot Topic. She's like this like goth girl, you know. So like
Yeah.
she's like the evil goth girl, you know, with like the choker or whatnot. And
Yeah.
you know, I just like wanted to have this idea where it was like in the same room and the same. It's kind of same aesthetic and everything, but it's like I'm like singing the song and I'm with her, but like every situation I'm in. So one was be like that where I'm sitting there on the couch watching TV. The other one was like just a pink wall, but I wanted to make it like a kitchen because I had a
Yeah.
table and we had chairs. And then we had the bedroom. So I felt like every scene it would be like she's like I'm in the kitchen, she's like trying to feed me like milk and cereal, but instead of the cereal, it's like a bowl of nails or something
Oh
like
my
that
god.
in milk. And then yeah, or
Oh my
like
god.
I'm watching TV and then she like gets like a knife or something. She's like constantly trying to kill me because like that song, it's about like it's almost like about like liking someone, but you know you shouldn't, or it's like it's not really that. It's more like you kind of tricked me into like you really swayed me into like really attaching to you. You're like kind of insane. Like
Yeah, so
this is not going to work out between us, you know, like you won't like me, like it's not I won't like you. It's kind of like a disconnect, So even though, and that's like what Secrets is, like, it's kind of like I met somebody at that time I was writing it, and I was like, it's all because of you. I
Yeah.
fell in love. That's
Yeah.
I was like, that can happen. That does happen, and I don't know, kind of like wrote itself, kind of thing. But I thought that idea with something that was like looking like happy and colorful, and then having that in it would have been like I don't know, it's like a cool like that's what that was like the 100% my vision for it. But Radiate, we always like collab and we do things together to find out like the best of what we can do. And Vlad, the guitar player, he produced that entire music video. So it's having his input, his suggestions. There was actually a good amount of stuff that didn't make it in the music video, but yeah, having that kind of setting and those colors and that kind of vibe is definitely a cool thing. So thanks for asking.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I feel like I don't watch a lot of music videos anymore, but I did manage to see that one. I was just like,
well, do you go on Instagram a lot or no? Or TikTok or anything that's like visual media?
yeah, I'm more on like Instagram, and yeah, I'm more on Instagram only because I have to post
Me
on
too.
like,
I don't use TikTok that much, and I'm like I should post a TikTok or something. Like it should be part of the community.
yeah,
But I'm like, why am I gonna force myself if I really don't want to? Like if I
yeah,
really don't care, you know?
no, yeah, especially with like when you have like a Patreon kind of thing, because people pay for Patreon, and you feel kind of bad if you're posting everything everywhere, and part of your thing is like exclusive content.
Yeah, well, you can't at that
Yeah,
point. But you have to like, in my opinion, if you're gonna do that, you might as well like have the content be cool. Like the podcast that I really like, I suggest you check it out. I don't know if I ever told you. It's called Hack the Movies.
happy movies,
Hack the Movies.
hack the movies. All
That's the
right.
title. That's the name of it. Yeah, check it out. They have a really cool podcast, like visual show on YouTube, aside from like just listening to it. But what I like about that is their show like kind of inspired me to do podcasts, and just like listening to like podcasts that I love, they're pretty awesome. So yeah, just want to shout them out.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. Some of the titles are really,
Yeah, and
really
they're
interesting.
movie podcasts, and growing up, I used to like listen to movies, watch so many movies, and that was something that like me and my dad used to share together, the love for, and like just to like into films and stuff like that, and like filmmaking and like plot and something that I'm really into, and creating music videos and the ideas. It does come a lot from inspiration, but the reason why I mentioned like all of that and like YouTube, like what you use on Instagram is like, I mean, that what you use for social media, for visual social media, and you said Instagram, me too, but that's where like you're gonna find your music video now.
Yeah.
So if you like see something visual, that's probably the music video of that artist, so like you technically saw a music video. You know what I mean? So it's when it comes down to it, like yeah, I think it's still important to have a music video. I think like that's part of what music has become in a way, like now that we're able to have a visual thing, and like MTV like creating like media, having music videos on TV. I think that's pretty cool too. I wish that was like still a thing. Like I wish like instead of commercials, they would like throw in a music video.
That actually would be really clever if it was
Because
just music videos instead of commercials.
yeah, but like it just depends on who's gonna pay more.
Some commercials, though, I feel like they use more music now in the commercials. So like they're just spoofing the song.
Yes, that is true. But they're also like, hi, like try our new Swiffer, and it's like, okay, like that's not a music video. It's not like, I mean, maybe they'll have
Yeah,
like a song that sounds like something, but it's just, yeah, that's kind of a weird thing too. Like to have songs that are real songs, but they're like fake rewritten copies for commercials.
yeah,
You ever experienced that?
yeah. I
I
feel
can't
like
even. Yeah,
that's basically Lizzo at this point because every Lizzo song is like in commercials, and you're like,
I mean,
okay,
I don't mind if
cool.
they have like the instrumental or they have the song. All right, fine, that's fine, cool. Especially like, what if it's like an artist like, and this has happened where I'm like, I thought I was the only one that liked this artist, and now it's like playing in the grocery market or it's playing on a commercial, and you're like, oh wow, like hell yeah, now they're on the commercial. That's awesome, But I'm
Yeah.
literally talking about how they'll take a song and be like, okay, we can't use the actual recording, so we'll make our own recording and maybe like change the lyrics a little bit so it just fits like our promotional. I've seen that throughout the years.
Yeah,
Just like songs that are
yeah, it's definitely gotten worse. It's been more and more too. I think I've caught
really.
on to that too. It's like now it's like you'll hear a song and it's just the wrong lyrics, just talking about the product.
Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of funny. That's kind of like, I mean, I get it, but I feel like it's an interesting thing. Imagine like they're like, I wrote this song, it was really successful, and it's also a remade song for, I don't know, this juicer. Like, or like JC Penny. I don't know. They just took my
Oh my
song.
god. Yeah, that's just yeah.
They were like, yeah, okay. So what?
Or sorry,
So
go
good.
ahead. Oh, you're good.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, what? The main topic is what inspires music videos, right?
Yeah.
Very
What
cool.
would inspire like the music video for a song?
What
Like if
inspired a music video for a song?
yeah. So like if the song is one way, kind of like Fake Happy, that Paramore song that they made the music video for. Sorry, my phone's not. And the video is basically where it's like they're holding like I have to just they're like holding a sign over their face
I've
with
seen
like a
this.
smile,
Hmm.
and then it's like at the end they like remove the sign.
Do you like
Like
that
they all
music video?
like I think it's interesting. Yeah, I really like Young the Giants music videos because I feel like they're just different. They all have like a weird. It's like weird, like a good weird
Yeah,
because
damn.
it stands out.
That has 19 million. That's pretty good. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm just like, that's Paramore. It's pretty cool. That song.
Yeah, it's directed by Zach too. Zach directed that video.
No, I'm talking about the Paramore Fake Happy.
Yeah, it's directed by
Oh,
Zach.
you're saying it's directed.
Yeah, he came up with the concept and everything.
Zach is the guitar player?
The drummer.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, with that topic, like what inspires a music video, honestly, you have to look at music videos like movies because it could be like a remake, right? Like you could remake another music video, or you could remake an idea, or you can be so inspired from it that that's why you're remaking it, kind of thing, and like that happens in film. Um, you can totally come up with something like abstract, and I feel like that's not really, you can't really like, you can go really outside the box that it's like not really like a film or anything, it's more like visual art, and I think that music videos can like go into so many different directions to where, yes, it can be, it's 100% visual art, and you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do with it. So yes, it can be directly inspired by the song, but it could also have nothing to do with the song, and then it's inspired by something else visually that kind of goes with the vibe of the song. Like, there's so many things you can do with what just inspires you, you know?
Yeah. And then it's cool when it's coming from like a musician in the band making the video, because then it's like you see what how their take is on the song themselves. I think that's always interesting.
Yeah. I mean, there's some directors that I like specifically that do music videos, and I don't think that they need to rely on anybody's vision. That as directors, they come up with these crazy ideas and they kind of collaborate with the artist. You know, sometimes, and not all the times, but there's sometimes that like artists aren't the ones that really work on the visuals, and they have like professional visionaries. One of my favorite like post-hardcore bands, they're called Alaska with a Z, and then
ALAC.
Alazka. Yeah, they're like a German band.
Wow,
Dope.
that's really cool. That's
Yeah,
a clever name.
they're dope. But their one director like has directed all their music videos, and they're like, they have really awesome videos. Um, and it just takes somebody to like have an idea and know how to use a camera and make it like really interesting, you know, to just watch and kind of get a message if that's what you want, you know. I don't know. It's like the Fake Happy that has a message, you know. It has something. It's not just eye candy, as they say, you know.
Yeah.
Is there any specific style of music video that you kind of like the most? And like, I don't know, like a vibe wise, like is there like, I don't know, what is there anything that like you have in the top of your mind that could be kind of like, this is kind of like what I'm into when it comes to like a whole thing, a music video, a song, something?
I feel like I like more, I guess, how the indie bands would do their music videos, because it's always where if it's cinematic, there's something to it where it feels like a movie or it's just really creative. I like the really creative music videos. Like Beck has a ton of really creative music videos too, where like even if it's like one shot and it's just like moving.
You say Beck?
Yeah, Beck.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Beck has Young the Giant again. They do really cool ones. Like one of their music videos, it's animation and it's like real life. So it's like,
Animation or
no, it's like they paint. It's almost like they paint on the. It's like I think it's for Heat of the Summer. Like they paint on the screen and it looks like if something's melting, you see like blue. It's
what?
just
I see. I don't know. I mean, let me see. Do I know Young the Giant? Mind Over Matter. Like, what's their like most favorite song? Young the Giant.
I would say it would be on My Body because they used it on Teen Wolf, but
Are they kind of like a Foo Fighters? Like, what would you relate them to? Are they like their own thing?
I would say they're. I wouldn't say like Foo Fighters. I would say it's more their approach to music videos is like Black Kids. Do you know the band Black Kids?
No, but I'm listening to them a little bit right now. They kind of sound like I feel like the Killers, sort of. That's
Yeah,
their
I
audio
can
kind of has
see.
that Killers kind of vibe. If you had to put like
Yeah.
a dot on it, like if you're like, this is like if you would have to like relate it to something else, I'm like, okay, that's what it reminded me of right
It would be
away.
I could see the Killers. I could see if
That's cool though.
the Killers and the Strokes were together.
Okay, that makes sense.
because it's like it stands out lyric wise, but then it's like the videos are just like kind of trippy. Like the more they go on, the more the videos are trippy.
Have you ever seen a music video that ruined the vibe of it? So, like for example, you ever like listen to a music like what like it's maybe your first time seeing like listening to the song. This actually happened to me yesterday or 2 days ago, and I'll tell you what song this was. I don't want to know if you've ever heard it, but you're like listening to, I mean, you're watching a music video, and the music video is so off-putting, but the song's good that you kind of look away sometimes because you're like, that's
Yeah,
better if I don't look.
yeah.
Could you name any or no?
Hello Kitty by Avril Lavigne. The video is
Oh,
so
really?
bad. It's so bad. I hate it.
Um,
Apparently, she got like banned from Japan just because of that video. Like, it was just, I don't know. It's so cringe. It's just so weird. It's like she tried to pull a Gwen Stefani, how Gwen Stefani had those like Japanese girls at one point,
oh, geez.
and it just didn't work for her because I was like, if this wasn't the video, I feel like the song would be. But then the song is not like it's not bad. It's a little awkward, but it's not
Oh, man,
bad.
I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, dude, this looks like it took her like $200 to make. It's like she begged the candy store and got some one guy to make a video for her. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm like, damn, dude, like I made this,
Yeah,
I made a music video like that once, but like that quality, and that's not bad quality. But I'm just
it's
like, it's
not.
Avril
Yeah,
Lavigne, like.
yeah. I think after her third album, I kind of fell out of it
Did
because
you hear
the
a new
first
album?
two. No, I haven't. Not yet. Is it
Okay,
good?
yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
It's
I
good.
just
I'm so like, hey, I'm surprised to say it, but it's not bad.
I feel like after what was it? It's not Let Go. It's her second album, and then she did that one where she had like Lil Mama on a song,
Yeah.
and that album to me I was just like, I really don't. And then the fourth album was the same thing. I'm just like, I can't get behind this either, you know. But I'll check it out. I mean,
The
I'm gonna
lyrics of
post it.
Hello Kitty. I don't even know if I heard this song. I'm gonna have to hear this song after the podcast because now I'm super intrigued that there's a song called Hello Kitty, and she's the lyrics are Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty, you're so pretty. Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty, you're so silly.
Yeah, and it's the bad Japanese.
It's the bad.
It's the bad Japanese in there.
Is that what
It's
akawi means? Was it
kawaii.
akawi?
Kawaii. It
Okay,
means cute.
I'm just reading that.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, at least when Lady Gaga like butchered Spanish in her song, it was like all right because the song's decent. But
Yeah.
this time I was just like, I can't. Like this can't really slide.
So yeah, actually, she's working with John Feldman, who works with Blink 182, and Travis Barker. So she has worked with Travis Barker in the past. And then she's like dating Mod Sun. So all those
Yeah,
people make pretty cool music, in my opinion. I think they're like, someone's gonna ask like, what's pop punk right now? Like that's like the group that's making it. You know, like in California, like those people, like John Feldman, like he's always made like pretty big records, and um, so like that whole genre, you know, the whole Machine Gun Kelly thing, pop punk's coming back.
yeah.
You know, Avril Lavigne, she's like part of that crew now with all those people. So they hooked her up with a pretty good record. She
Oh,
sounds
that's
good
good.
on it, and the melodies are good. They're probably somebody's probably like, we're not doing anything cringe on this.
Yeah,
Like
but I
there's
mean,
things that could have been bad, you know.
she's always had a good voice though. I don't think her voice was ever like to me where it's like it's bad.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I never like really was a fan of hers. I know my good friend Juan. He was the old drummer in my band, Forgetting Fame. But he loves Avril Lavigne. Like he has a couple of singers. He loves Avril Lavigne, like Katy Perry. Like he would literally like sing, like blast these songs and sing them loud while I'm chilling in the passenger seat with him. I'm like, okay, fuck on. Shout out to Juan.
I think Katy Perry has some good music videos too, though. Like her past few that I've seen have been really funny.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, she'll come out with a song every now and then. Then I'm like, oh, not
Yeah.
bad. Speaking about that, and then we'll come back to the original topic because I wanted to talk to you about something about that. But there was this time where I really liked this Katy Perry song. I'm trying to remember the song. It's called "Never Really Over." You know that song?
Yeah, it's on. Is that on her new one?
It came. I listened to it. And I was like, it's a pretty good pop song. Like I appreciate good pop music now and then. It came out in 2019.
Yeah, so that's on her new album.
Damn, she made this video alone got almost like 150 million, dude.
That video is so good though. I've seen that music video.
Yeah.
It's with the flowers, right? Like she goes to the retreat.
I think so, but I'm not even talking about music videos right now. I'm just talking about this song, Katy Perry, right? So I really like this song. I'm actually taking a look at the music videos to see what you're talking about. Yeah, this is actually a pretty cool music video. You're right. This is like what I'm talking about, but like, there's some weird directors out there, man, that are making weird stuff like this, and like they hook Katy Perry up with this like cool idea, or maybe she had an idea and worked with the director. But
Yeah.
she bought this song off of somebody, and there's like a different version of this song, sung and lyrically done by somebody else.
Wow.
The song's the same. Like it's the same, I think, beat even and melody, and some of the lyrics are the same, but they're like, hey, we'll buy this song. Like we know it's out, but can we like buy the rights to it?
Oh my God.
Here's a couple mil, you know?
Wow.
At first I was like kind of upset about it. I was like, I like the song and I don't like the story behind it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some songs like that where you hear and you're like, it's great, but then you hear what it went through and you're just like, oh.
I was like, that's
yikes.
not artsy.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to always be artsy. It could just sound cool, you know? And I think that's what one of these, like what this song is to me, like this Katy Perry song. But you know, every now and then, you know, a pop song will like come out and you'll be like, wait, cool. And then you find out they didn't write it or something. You're like, whatever.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I just thought that was weird. Like that one song, it was like already done and made, and they're like, hi, like Katy Perry's team, like, can we buy that? Money. But dude, 150 million almost, and like it's like 500,000 away from 150 million. I mean, they must have made a lot of money off of it.
Yeah, they really must have. I mean,
and I feel really bad for the person that sold that song. Unless they're all happy, everybody wins. Like, great song.
Yeah.
Everyone wins. Like, you made money and you made money. And that's what it is, sadly. You know? That's what music's become. Does it make money? You know? And it's always about that to other people that aren't the ones making the music. I mean, sometimes it is. I'm like, it just depends on the situation. But, like, bands and, like, certain genres of music, I feel like they, like, write music because they, like, want to express something, you know? And then they're like, well, does it make money? Like, that's not why we're writing music, guys. You know?
Yeah. It's kind of sad. It does suck when that happens.
But
it's kind of,
yeah. But there's actually like music videos that directly tell, like, they have a team and they're like, okay, what is gonna sell? like, what do we have to do to make this relatable or trending right now? You know, and the reason why I asked you if there was any music videos that like are cringy that you like look away from, and like the music video that I recently saw where I felt like that was like Demi Lovato. Again,
Oh
never
no.
listen to her. Like I don't
Demi
I only see
Lovato.
memes on like Instagram of being like making her look like silly. You know, like they're making fun of her sadly because of the stupid things she says, you know. That's the only time I ever see Demi Lovato. I'm not really ever interested in listening to her music, but I was I think like a sponsored ad or something came up and I was like, "Oh, that sounded good for a second." Then I like listened to the song, this music video that came out and this song and I'm like, "Wait, this song's really good actually." Like this is the first time I'm like I'm not that embarrassed cuz I'm like it's they're writing on the whole like Avril Lavigne, Machine Gun Kelly. She came out with like a rock song that was like really good.
Yeah, I can't get behind Demi Lovato this album. I can't. It's like I get it. I feel like for me, her issue is she's always saying she's suffering. And it's to the point now where it's just like this is her thing to be like, oh, I relapsed, blah, blah,
Oh
blah.
no. She's
Now we
coming out
gotta
with a
make a
second
whole
Taylor
album
Swift
about
song.
it.
Oh no. How
And
many
it's
times
just
has she
like
done that?
it's like even if he's not, it's just like you're just really gonna sit here and just make everything about your relapse. And it's like I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
We have less than a minute left. You want to
yeah, I know.
restart it?
Yeah, we'll restart it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I can't get behind like it's even if it's a good song, it's the whole Taylor Swift thing. I can't do Taylor Swift either. I just don't. I
No, I
can't.
can't. I can't get with Taylor Swift either. I can't do that. But I don't know if Demi Lovato wrote her new song or not. I was actually gonna bring this up on my podcast. So yeah, can I plug that really quickly?
When when it restarts, I think that'll be smart
Okay.
because it
Yeah.
says less than a minute.
Yeah, that's true. Shit, I just like lost my train of thought a little bit. But the Demi Lovato is she has like I don't know, she started doing I don't I've